Hello my friends, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to speak about the trigger on chat message. I invite you to learn a little bit about this trigger. If you still don't know, it's very important for you to know how to use this trigger because it will help you to test a lot of workflows, a lot of automations. So stay with me, learn a little bit about this trigger. I invite you to learn a little bit with me, right? So let's take a look at my screen. Here I have some basic triggers and we're going to look at on chat message. On chat message runs the workflow when a user sends a chat message. Use it with AI nodes. Simple examples. A user sends, "What are your prices?" and AI agent replies automatically. How does it works? Right, I'm going here to a new workflow and here I have our nodes, all right, our trigger nodes. I will choose on chat message and let's see what we have here. At this tab at the left I have the chat and here I have the logs. Every time that I put anything here at the chat, my trigger will be triggered, right? For example, if I say hi here, you can see that the workflow was triggered. If I click at execution, I can see that the execution was succeed. All right. So every time I type anything here at chat, my workflow will work. Here at this tab, we can see the chat, the logs, and the output. The output, you can see that we have the session ID, the action, send message, and the chat input is what you type at the chat, right? If I double click here at my node, I can see at the schema, at the table, at the JSON, all my output, right? So I have the session ID, the action, and the chat input. This is important for you because when you need to use this information, it will be available for you. The chat trigger is important for you when you need to test some workflow that needs an input, a trigger input of someone, some person typing anything for you, sending a message for you. For example, when we have WhatsApp message or any message that triggers your workflow, instead of using a WhatsApp trigger, you can use the chat message on chat message trigger to test your workflow. So when you have your workflow finished, you can change to the real trigger you need to use. For example, here I will add an AI agent node, all right, and my system message is the prompt. What I need this AI agent to do. I want it to receive the user message and give an answer. Okay, a simple go to this agent, a simple prompt that will help us to understand what is happening here, right? A chat model, I will use OpenAI. Okay, I have my account here. I will not use memory. I will not use any tool. What will happen here when I type anything here? I will use chat, the trigger on chat message here, and the AI will use here the chat input, right? So you can see here at prompt user message the chat input, and using this input it will receive the user message and give an answer. So if I say hi, I have my output here. Hello, how can I assist you today? So this is the output of my workflow. So imagine you have a big workflow, and we know that when we are building a big workflow, we need to test it several times instead of getting your cell phone and sending messages to trigger your workflow, you can just use the on chat message to do it. You can test your workflow, you can trigger your workflow using this trigger. Okay, this is the basics, and it will help you to work with some workflows you are building that needs an input from a user. Now let's take a look at the settings of this trigger. When we open this node, we can see that the first parameter we can check is the make chat publicly available. Why does it exist? When we turn it on, you can copy an URL, and when you copy a URL, you have an interface of chat that you can use. I will paste it here. It will not work because I need to turn the workflow on. We need to activate the workflow. When I activate the workflow, I reload the page, and you can see, hi there, start a chat. We are here to help you 24 hours, 7 days at the week, alright? If I tell anything here like hi, my workflow will be triggered and everything will happen. For example, I said hi, alright, and my workflow was triggered. Here's my hi, alright? Some things you would like to know. When I go to other parameters, I can see the mode. Hosted chat is a chat hosted by n8n. Here's a chat hosted by n8n, right? It's a page from n8n, your n8n. Or you can embed a chat. If you have a page, you can embed this chat at your page. If you want to know more about embedded chat, you can click here and you have the instructions about how to do it. It's not the focus of this class, all right? Authentication. You have three options of authentication: basic auth, n8n user auth, and none. Everybody who has the link can chat at this chat, all right? n8n user auth, it only works when you are logged at n8n, and basic auth, you can create a credential, so just people who have access to this credential can use this chat when you set this option. For example, I will save. My parameter authentication is basic auth. I will copy the URL, and when I try to access, I need to put the credential that I made, right? You made the credential here. This is my credential, right? If you want to create a new credential, it's just to create a new credential. My authentication will be none. When I change it to hosted chat, I have other options here. Other options like initial message. You can change the initial message. For example, my name is Nathan. My name is not Nathan. My name is Juan. So when I change this and I go check my chat, it's just like this. Hi there. My name is Juan. How can I assist you? Other options we have here. You would like to know. Subtitles. You can change the subtitle. Start a chat. We're here to help you 24/7. You can change this. You can put another message here. Start a chat. I'm happy to see you here. Other option, title. You can change the title. You can change the input placeholder. The input placeholder is this. Type your question. You can change this. And we have other options here. You can change also the colors. If you go to custom chat styling, you can see a code here. You get this code, you go to ChatGPT. At the ChatGPT you can paste and ask, I want my chat with the color orange. Give me the code in Markdown. It will give me a code. I copy this code, I go to my field and I paste it. After this I save and reload the page. When I reload the page, we have an orange chat. These are some things about the on-chat message. I think it's not everybody that knows about this. It's not everybody that gets the tool and check everything, every parameter it has. And most of the time people don't know about some resources they can use to have better performance at their work, right? If you like this content, I invite you to follow me. I invite you to subscribe, add my channel, share this content to a friend. If you want help at your n8n studies, if you want help at your automation studies, AI studies, I can help you. I have a mentorship program with 4 sessions where I take you through these steps. Alright? If you want to learn more, talk with me. I'll add the Forbes at the subscription. See you at the next video.